Level 1, the renter. $80. That's the rent for one room in Bari right now. Not a flat, not an apartment, one room, one bed, one wardrobe, one extension cable running across the wall because the socket stopped working properly 2 years ago. You wake up at 5:08 a.m. because Zimbabwe does not believe in silence. Someone is sweeping outside aggressively. A baby is crying the next room. A combi hoots in the distance, then a fan stops spinning. Zesa is gone again. The room immediately becomes hot. You sit up slowly and check your phone. $123 in your Echo Cash. The number already belongs to someone else. Other people, rent, transport, food, data bundles, helping out Kumusha, maybe Kuchech on Sunday. Then your landlord texts, rent next week. No greeting, no emoji, just pressure. You are 26 years old, and this is your life as a renter in Zimbabwe. One room, shared yard, outside toilet, bucket shower, 10 families sharing one tap. At night, you hear everybody arguing through the thin walls. Arguments. During load shedding, everyone sits outside discussing football, politics, and houses. It's always houses. Because in Zimbabwe, property is not just investment, it is dignity. You notice something strange happening around you. Your friends are changing. Last year, they flexed about nice clothes. Now, they flex about foundation, bricks, cement, roofing sheets, WhatsApp status saying, Project yangu ya pambili. Zimbabweans do not trust future enough to trust paper money forever. But land, yes, manawevu. Land survives inflation. Land survives governments. Land survives currencies. That's why even broke people talk about stands constantly. Then one Saturday, your friend Tawanda visits. But Tawanda has changed recently. Last year, he was permanently at the groove. Now every conversation somehow leads back to stands, bricks, developers, and area. All these places, all about land. You sit outside the yard together watching combis pass by, and ladies also. Then he says quietly, bro, awufiwa kapfuma uchirenta. For real, you won't be. Level 2, the underground property economy. And now you enter the strangest economy in Zimbabwe. The underground property economy, because Zimbabwe actually has two housing markets, the official economy and the Zimbabwean one. The official market has title deeds, developers, lawyers, banks, proper roads, sewer systems. And the Zimbabwe market, the Zimbabwean, the indigenous one, that one runs through WhatsApp groups, cousins, church connections, cooperatives, land barons, and random men saying, boss, dinema stands. The next weekend you travel to Domboshaba. No office, no branding, no fancy items, just a man in gumboots waiting beside empty bush. Then one older man approaches slowly carrying a walking stick, the sabuk. Everybody suddenly becomes respectful. The seller points into the open grass. Kubva pamuti uyo kushika uko. You look around carefully. No roads, no electricity, no sewer, nothing. Just a possibility. Then he says, 2,800 US dollars cash. Your heart changes slightly, the heartbeat. Because properly saved stands cost much more than this. This is a sabuk deal. Zimbabwe's unofficial land economy. Illegal sometimes, risky always, but extremely common. And honestly, this is where many Zimbabweans begin learning how desperate the housing situation actually is. You ask quietly, Koma papers? The seller smiles, slightly, not confidently. Zimbabwean confidence, then shrugs. Munongoriska. Level 3, the cooperative and hustle phase. You realize something uncomfortable. In Zimbabwe, risk itself became part of survival. Some people buy these tents and win. Years later, roads come, electricity come, the area becomes regularized, property value explodes. Other people lose everything. Fake papers, double sales, demolitions. Zimbabwean property teaches you the first brutal lesson quickly. Desperation creates predators. You decide not to buy. Not because you are smart, because you're scared. A month later, you hear another family got scammed nearby. Years of savings gone instantly. So now you try another route. Housing cooperatives, another deeply Zimbabwean systems. Teachers, civil servants, church members, combi owners. People combine money hoping to access cheaper lands together. Some cooperatives work beautiful, others become corruption documentaries. Contributions disappear, projects stall, chairmen vanish, people still join. Because Zimbabwe's housing shortage keeps cornering ordinary people into alternative systems. Meanwhile, you continue renting. And psychologically, rent starts chasing you. You notice renters think month to month. Property owners think decade to decade. Renters ask, can I survive this month? But landowners, what will this area become in 10 years? That mindset difference becomes dangerous. Now every dollar in your life gets assigned a mission. No more random spending. No more soft life. You start driving in drive at night. You start selling small things online. You stop posting too much because now you are chasing land. Level 4, the stand owner. Eventually, after years of hustling, you buy a real stand. Small, 300 square meters. Raw land outside Harare. No roads yet, no electricity yet, no water yet, but legally safer. And suddenly, your entire psychology changes. Now every weekend you visit your stand emotionally. Standing there imagining your future geographically. Kitchen chaita apa. Then toys up. Then nothing exists yet, but hopefully, finally, the coordinates are showing. Level 5, the builder. Then construction begins, and Zimbabwe introduces a new level of suffering, building. You quickly discover something outsiders never understand. Zimbabweans do not build houses traditionally. Zimbabweans slowly fight houses into existence, one brick at a time, one salary at a time, one painful month at a time. You buy bricks first, then you stop for 3 months, then cement, then window level later, then roofing much more later. But your entire life becomes hardware shops, transport costs, builders drama and prices increase, builders steal material sometimes, transporters disappear, rain delays everything. Some nights you sleep at the stand guarding bricks because theft became normal. Meanwhile, you still pay rents in Bari. Now you suffer in 2 locations simultaneously, paying rent while funding another life. Level 6, the house. Then your mother visits the site one Sunday. She touches the unfinished wall quietly, then says softly, you are building a house. Yes, not just a house, a home, family, permanence, identity, legacy. Somewhere children retain during holiday. Somewhere funerals happen. Proof of your bloodline survived. That word hits different. Then another pressure hits, marriage pressure. Your girlfriend now starts asking, because in Zimbabwe, a man building automatically becomes more serious with life. Level 7, the homeowner. Then you discover strange Zimbabwean phenomena, diaspora houses. Huge homes begin appearing nearby. Tall walls, solar panels, electricity gates, modern windows. But strangely, nobody lives there permanently. Neighbors whisper, UK, diaspora money. Yes, diaspora money quietly transports Zimbabwean housing. People earning pounds and dollars abroad now compete against local for land. That's why prices explode in so many areas. And slowly you realize something deeper. Zimbabwean houses are no longer just homes. They are survival systems. That's why modern homeowners obsess over boreholes, solar, water tanks, Jura holes, backup systems. Because owning a beautiful house without water or power means nothing. Then finally, the day your borehole works, the entire street notices. Kids gather around. Neighbors suddenly become friendlier because water quietly became status in Zimbabwe. Level 8, the legacy. Then years later, you finally move in. The house is not fully complete. No ceiling, bare cement floors, no paving outside. But you move in anyway. Because Zimbabwe have a philosophy. Better incomplete ownership than complete renting. And suddenly life changes psychologically. No landlord messages, no shared toilets, no feeling temporary. Now your child grows up in your own yard. Now trees you plant belong to your future. Then one evening during load shedding, you sit outside your unfinished house watching the sunset. And finally, the deepest truth about Zimbabwean home ownership hits you. In Zimbabwe, a house is never just a house. It is stability, dignity, retirement plan, social status, protection against instability, and proof you survived the economy long enough to leave something behind. And somewhere right now, another young Zimbabwean is sitting in one room in Highfields with $120 in eco cash and is staring at a piece of land. And he has no idea how painful the road becomes. But he also has an idea how much it changes a person forever. So tell me honestly, are you renting? Are you building something, or are you already owning? Are you a real estate guru? And how many properties that you have? And what has Zimbabwe taught you about property? If you've watched till the end, thank you for watching. You know, there's something really weird happening. Most of the people are watching these videos, but they are not subscribing and liking or even just leaving a comment. We would like to hear your comments so that we know the type of hustle, the type of struggle, the type of business that you're going through, and whichever content that you suggest, we work on real life point of view Zimbabwe videos. This is Zimbopreneur, where innovation and creativity and curiosity meet. See you on the next one.